Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hollywoodman Connelly. Welcome to the show with the double biceps. It is in the contract a legal requirement every single time we appear on camera. We are appearing on camera right now. We have a very special guest. It is a young man from the SA Titans Club who has been tearing it up and putting us all to shame. And it is none other than Danny Wojick. Hello to you, sir.
Hello to you guys. It's an action.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean,
making me sound very evil, but I'm a good guy.
no, you've been doing amazing things in the sport, and it's only been maybe 6 months that you've been in arm wrestling.
6 months, and I've trained arm wrestling specifically for a month and a half.
Oh, is that all? Wow, and
Yeah,
you're like one of the strongest guys in the club already.
yeah. Well, yeah. I wanted to have a couple matches like already set up, but a lot of no's, and yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Well, let's welcome Dave Stockbridge to the show.
Good to meet you,
There you
Dave.
go. Oh, you haven't met Danny yet?
No,
Wow.
no, I haven't. I only seen him on stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think we did shake hands on Hindley Street after you ripped through the field at the AWE competition at the tournament the last AWE event. I think you were in the streets celebrating already at that juncture.
That was a good night.
I've got to do Dave's intro because I love doing it. It's the co-host, the co-founder, the co-breather of air, the co-wearer of clothes in this very room. It is none other than the master of disaster, the king of sting, the count of Monte Cristo. It is Thunderlips, the ultimate male. It is the Siberian bull. It is your friend and mine. It is the winner of the Dave Stockbridge of the Year award, the illustrious award held by the illustrious man with the illustrious beard. Oh, is that it there now? Okay, I was a Windex bottle last time. It is Dave Stockbridge.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that. Very, very warm welcome as always, Hollywood Matt Connelly. It's a joy to be here on your podcast this evening.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, well, we're joined by a bit of a phenom at the moment. We've got high hopes for Danny. He's going to be competing in the national tournament on Saturday for the AAF, the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation, and it's going to be held at the Star Casino in Sydney. And this will be your first time attending a national tournament. As we were saying before, you've only been in the sport for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So how are you feeling? Like nerves, or are you...
Honestly, I was feeling really good. Like, I was like, okay, see myself in a podium, not too bad. Then Saturday, I got sick, and I'm like, not too bad. And then Sunday, I'm like, okay, I feel really bad. And then I'm starting to feel bad. I'm like, okay, what happened?
Yeah, well, you still got a few days to go, thankfully. But hopefully everything comes together for you on Saturday.
I was like, what have to happen? I'm like, you peak, and then... like
we had the same thing.
What timing?
With what was it the night before, Dave? We were going to have one of the Grand Prix events, and like a whole bunch of the athletes like got injured or something like the night before. Like it was just, I think we had 4 people pull out the night before.
Yeah, it was incredible. And it does happen. And I'd prepare anybody who's going into their first big tournament where there might be some expectations on them for the phantom pains, the aches and the pains and the symptoms that that all of a sudden pop up, where they could be cold-like, flu-like, they could be just joint pain, things that haven't been felt before, all of a sudden emerge in those 3 or 4 days before any big tournament. It's even the best experience these things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that sounds very relatable.
so tell us, Danny, how did you get involved in the sport of arm wrestling?
Well, it's a very long story. I was a kid. I would have my dad. We used to arm wrestle a lot. I mean, a lot, like every single day onwards. And then I would go to primary school, and I would go arm wrestle all the kids, and I would just beat them. And I remember it got to the point when I was near the end of my primary school, I got to challenge some of the teachers, which was cool.
Wow.
And then once I bet my actual primary school teacher, I was like, oh shit, bad. Then I moved on to high school, same deal. Like I introduced arm wrestling, I was arm wrestling everyone. It just became really popular there. And I remember every lunch and recess, we would just do arm wrestling all the time.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's how I started.
There you go. Yeah. So you've got years of training experience behind you.
Kind of. It was very one-sided, so it's like... Yeah. I was just kind of just a champ for a bit over there, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, that's great. So, did you know anything about technique or anything, or it was just you were just
Nope.
basically side
Nope. It was
pressuring?
just pure side pressure. It was just,
Oh man. Well, what?
surprised no one broke the arm, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When you came along to the club and you started to learn that there was techniques and how to keep yourself
Yes.
safe and get in certain positions, were you surprised that there was so much sort of technical side of arm wrestling?
Oh yeah, definitely. I honestly thought it was like just strength. You just go, whoop, but then I'm like, there's this rise and cup. What the hell am I even like? It took me like I think 2 or 3 weeks. What the heck a pronation was? I was like, what is all these words? Like, I thought it was just A to B. I'm like, what the fuck is a pronation and rise? Like, God. So I felt very new and newbie.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
So which of the techniques have you sort of gravitated towards? Is it top rolling?
most of it, I would say until now, I've been doing hooking
Okay.
because I have a really strong bicep. But I'm trying to shift more to top roll. So I've been doing more training, in the club, doing top roll. Even at home, I'll train more top roll. So I just want to switch it to top roll, but at the moment, it's hooking.
Oh yeah. Well, that's probably because you're
Yep.
jumping on with Taron Broad.
Yeah.
You're going to be hooking with him no matter
all
what.
the time. Yeah. That's like, I think if you didn't know, we pulled, I think in Glenelg, and I remember we just 3 pulling sessions of hooking, and then he messages, "Oh, I'm fucked." I'm like to him, "Yeah, I'm free." Arms were so fucked because we were just stuck in the middle hooking, and you don't realize how much it damages you.
Oh yeah.
Just holding it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Terrible.
It's always fun in the moment, and it doesn't hurt when you're there doing it. But then the next day, you're like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, why can I not move?"
I think the worst when I first started, I couldn't extend my arm out like this, and I had my arm stuck permanently like this. It was terrible.
Dave,
That's when your tendons are like,
oh man, Dave, you experienced the similar sort of first introduction, didn't you? With the man we were talking about before, with Taron Broad. It was your first time jumping on a proper table and having a go. Was with that young man.
Yeah, and I genuinely thought I was going to be the best arm wrestler in the world at that juncture, and then I jumped on the table and got absolutely ruined by this short little guy, and that was the end of my world championship dreams. And so I was very happy to put that aside and on the shelf, along with the Dave Stockbridge of the Year award, and just move on to promotion and organisation. Oh, but Danny, how old are you now? You're 18, 19?
19 now. I turned 19 in August.
Oh, when's your birthday in August?
Yep.
When?
Oh, 17.
17. Oh, I'm the 28th. So
like around the middle.
And so you're step us through the measurements. So you're 19 now. How tall are you? How big's the bicep? How big's the forearm?
So height, I'm 6'2". Weight, depend on the day, it's 111 between there on water weight.
Wow.
Biceps I have, but forearms I have, which is 16 and a half.
Wow. Okay, that's super impressive.
And I measured my wrist as well, which was 8.5 inches. Well,
incredible. So they're very impressive measurements for somebody so young. And so sitting around that 110 kilos at 19 years of age, I mean, you still got a lot of growing to do. Do you see yourself as somebody who might try and cut down and stay in that heavyweight, or do you see yourself ultimately gravitating into the super heavyweight category?
I think for Australia, because like the weight cap is a bit lower, like in America, I think it's either now I see it as just only go up. Because I looked at the Australian ranks and it's like 100 plus, so I'm like, there's no point in me sitting at 110, So I'm like, I might as well. Well, I'm still young, still bulky.
Yep.
Though it's a lot of eating and it costs a lot, it is worth it.
Your mum's very supportive though, so I'm sure she'll always ensure that you've got a nice feed waiting for you at the end of the day. And
yeah, she's always saying I'm her bodyguard. Even this is my bodyguard. Like, yeah, you're safe. Yeah.
So, step us through that eating regime at the moment. Like, are you super strict with it? Do you have like protein, macro goals, or is it just like, let's just get into it?
I would say terrible. Like, since nationals, I just went on mass, so I would say pretty dirty bulk.
Yep.
So I've been having KFC, I've been going to Aldi and having those frozen pizzas,
Fantastic.
the frozen nuggets,
It's
a lot of frozen foods.
just whatever fuel you can throw into the system.
Yep, it does help you gain weight, but I've noticed some bad things about it too.
What's been the downside?
I would say you gain a lot of fat. I've noticed, like I was quite lean, still a little bit lean, but I've noticed that you do put on size and mass, but you put on a lot of fat too. If you go lean bulk, you put on like, you know, gradually. But I think because you put weight so quick, you get heaps of fat, which is what I've noticed.
And you're a large muscular man. Are you also doing a lot of weight training?
Yes, before I was doing arm wrestling, I was bodybuilding and powerlifting, which is like power building.
Yep.
So I'd do like squat, bench, and deadlift, but then you would add the bodybuilding regime for the physique.
Okay. And are you still training in that way, or have you changed your training up since you got more involved in arm wrestling?
Very similar, but I think after nationals, I want to switch it up more to arm wrestling.
Right. Okay. And
the bodybuilding side I want to keep because, you know, I want the overall mass and everything to be connective, you know?
Yeah.
Like good shoulders, everything just connects, like everything's just...
I'll just have it after.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you came to prominence for us with, well, not only the first time that you came along to the club, but with the first tournament that you attended, which was the AWE Grand Prix 3. We had a tournament after that, and you did fantastically well. I think you won the heavyweight division. Did you win both arms?
Yeah, for the right arm.
For the right arm, yeah, there you go. And Brett Coots, who had been competing earlier, had come over, and he was very impressed with your skill, and he was giving you some coaching advice. And I think everyone in that room was very surprised at how strong you were.
Yes, I remember that. That was when I was, I think, 2 weeks into the sport, and I heard you guys were doing that, and I'm like, oh shit, this is really good. So I'm gonna go, you know, into it, and then it was awesome because I remember like stopping in the middle sometimes, or even starting here. But then I loved it so much, you get anger, and you're just like, shut. Just pull them to the pad.
Yeah.
And having Brett there was like a level 1 beginner, and then final boss just next to you. Like you watch the Rickard Borman match, and I see what he can do, and then he's next to me telling me what to do. It's like a cheat code because he knows everything. Like, could not be any better.
Yeah, it's amazing. The people in this sport are just incredible, and you know, so willing to give their knowledge and try to support.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And Brett Coots, obviously a fine example of that. You know, and having performed amazingly well in the last year, he has significant wins. He had Rickard Borman on the left arm, Lachlan Adair on the right, and then Mato Warangi had tomorrow. Oh, sorry, it was Mato Warangi had Morris on the right and Lachlan Adair on the left.
Yep.
So yeah, absolutely stellar 12 months for Brett Coots.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Well, I think when I won the competition, we did after pools, which I didn't know they did that. I had I would say the worst and best person to pull, which is Brett Coots on an after pool, which was the most humbling in existence.
Yeah.
I still have a video, and it's just like him just going, and I'm like, oh, what can I do?
That's how everyone else feels as well. As I don't, you're not alone.
Yeah.
And how does it feel like when you're doing powerlifting and bodybuilding? There's always like in the back of your mind, like if you're going to be competitive in those sports, there's like a window where you're kind of optimal, and you know, after 35, you know, maybe that window starts to close, you know, for a lot of athletes.
Yeah.
But in the sport of arm wrestling, you're there on the table with Brett Coots, who at the time was like 48 years of age, and you can kind of think, well, hang on, this guy's like 30 years ahead. I've got 30 years to raise the standard here.
Raise my bar, yes.
Yeah. And so how does that feel, having fallen in love now with the sport that now can see you with 30 years of improvement?
Well, that's awesome, and also pretty scary because that's going to get pretty high up.
Yeah.
Especially when I want to focus more, but I love it.
Yeah.
Be really happy, like especially for my dad. He's passed away, but I know he'd be really happy to see me slowly chipping away the ranks, slowly on all the events. I really enjoy it.
That's
and have you got brothers, siblings as well?
Yes, I do have a brother. I'm trying to do my best to get him in.
And are you all blessed with this physicality?
He's quite like he's not the heaviest. He's just stupid strong for some reason. Like, his arms are always like he goes to work. He's always workmates who are just adults. He's just turned 15. He weighs 60 kilos, but he just smashes through them. And then when I pull with him, I can feel my hand just going creaking back, and I'm like, how's this guy 15, 62, and like he doesn't even lift weights either.
That's like
Well,
Duvan Borman.
Yeah, Duvan Borman.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like very, very good potential. I love it, which is crazy because I'm like, I've been doing power build, you know, so obviously I'm gonna have some strength back in my arm wrestling because I did like strength sports. Might translate to the table, but having no at all is just crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Have you tried pressing at all, or is it just something like for me that is not an option? I just don't coordinate it. But for yourself, have you been able to figure out how to get that shoulder in line?
Kind of. It's just so awkward for me. I'm so clumsy. Like, I mean, trying to hook them, I just can't. I don't know. It feels weird.
Yeah, it's the same with me. I don't know. Dave, you've got a little bit of a press going at this point in time. Yeah. So how did that come about for you?
Through necessity. I can't do anything else. So I'm running out of options here. The joints are not going so well. Yeah. Just got to get that frame, get that shoulder in front, just lean on in. That's pretty much the only option now.
Yeah. Abel Robinson from the SA Titans is in the chat. He says, it's chill. I'll teach you the press, Danny.
Thank you, Abel.
Yeah. Abel's been doing good things as well.
So you've been Taron Broad's obviously one of those powerhouses who in 90, 95 kilos thereabouts has taken on some of the top super heavyweights in the country. So is having him as a bit of a benchmark, like where do you see yourself now? Like are you at a level where you can be competitive with Taron, or there's still a lot of work to do?
Well, it's a weird thing with me and him. I would say 2 months ago he went progressively much stronger, and so did I. So each time we get stronger, we're at like pretty much, if we start at the same level like maybe 2 months ago, we'll be 2 months later at the same level because he's getting stronger too. But when we last pulled, it was so even, it wasn't funny in the hook. We just stuck there, I remember stat because I'm out of breath. But yeah, that was quite long ago. That's when I had my bruised arm.
Yeah,
because you know how you skim your bicep across the pad. Huge bruise when I versed him, but it would be interesting. I know the club wants a match with him very badly. They've been calling him out on it heaps, but it would be good.
That would be great. We'd love to see it. It would be a lot of fun. I think Taron hasn't had a club match for a few years, so
yeah. Good part is it will be voice, which is good for him and me. You know, it'll be a good match for both of us.
Well, it's been hard for Taron in South Australia because there hasn't been too many guys that are quite at that level that have been able to push him, and so you know, very very hard for Taron to find even competition, and so it'll be a very interesting matchup. So what are your are you looking forward to being able to go over there and grip up with a few different guys and get a sense as to where your level's at, so you can start plotting a bit of a super match course as well, or is that part of
like in the club wise, or
no, I mean like nationally, like getting a sense as to
yes, that's 100%. Yeah, that's what my goal was, just to put myself out there, see what I'm at, and then where I'm at, see like next year if I can go past it, like as a baseline.
Absolutely. I was just bringing up the rankings there so everyone could have a look.
I'm not even on there.
No, because you haven't had a club match. These are there. So all of these.
I've called up 2 people, I think, a week ago, which was Jules and Steven, but I on either of them. So
tells you what you need to know.
Yeah, I'm like, cool, like top 1. I'm like, let me have it. But I've heard Steven and Tyler's gonna have a match for number 1 on right. So I think I'm gonna verse whoever wins that. Would be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. absolutely. Well, yeah, for sure.
If they give me the match, hopefully.
Well, I'm sure that they would. It's one of those things. If you're at the number one position, you have to accept
Yep.
a match, because otherwise, how is anybody supposed to get to the number one?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, because I've just been sitting around, doing my own things. I didn't really care about this club match, but then I've gone now pretty strong. It's like, okay, I want to climb ranks, so I've just called out both number ones because
Yeah.
I'm in that spot. Sounds pretty good.
How do you see the match going between Tyler and Steven?
That one's a good one. Steven's getting much stronger, but I would to Tyler because his hook is very strong. And Steven is strong, but I think Tyler's got so much experience on his hook, and he's been getting stronger with his new table that every time I film on the table, he does feel very strong.
Yes.
Only way I
actually,
can see Steven beating him is if he cracks Tyler's wrist, puts him to flop press.
Yeah.
That's how I see the match go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's probably not a bad prediction. We'll have to wait and see when they have their face off against
Next
each other.
month at all.
Should be fun, and then hopefully we'll see you take on the winner, and maybe next year we'll see a Taron Broad match. But Abel Robinson says,
we wanted a Taron match on Christmas. I think Last mentioned it or something.
Oh yeah,
That's me dressing up as Santa and having, I think, him dressed up as some Christmas outfit. Which is very silly, but I don't think idea. Yeah.
Not if you're Santa. Everyone wants to be Santa.
Well,
you got to be an elf or something, otherwise.
Yeah. I also felt pretty bad because I'm like, oh, this is pretty. And then I don't know where Lass gets this idea. He said, oh, let's make Tarrant the pinata and me the bat. And I'm like, hold up, what kind of dress up is this? Like, this is not nice. Like, that's not Christmas.
Yeah, we've got Abel Robinson has backed you here. He says that Danny beats Taron. The longer that Taron waits, the worse it will be for him. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah.
So you've got the nationals this weekend. You'll be competing in the heavyweight division, the 100 kilo plus division. Have you had a look at who your potential competition could be?
Yes, I have. I've one name in particular, which is why I want to get better, because that's the only way I see, which is Bowen Carter, I think his name is.
Yeah, Bowen Carter.
Yeah. Bowen Carter, yeah.
The
I saw him, and I'm like, I was watching some clips because I've heard he would come, and I was like, he's very strong. Just looking at the clips, so I'm like, I gotta get quick, fast, ASAP, because he's strong.
Yeah, and he's huge. He's huge as well. He's 6'5", thereabouts.
Yeah.
Mammoth young man.
Yeah. I saw his photo, and he's like standing next to some guy, and then he's like a head and a bit taller. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. He's a big and young. I think he's only 25, maybe. But no, maybe not
about
even that old.
Age.
Yeah, he's but formidable and now has a lot of experience at that top level as well.
Yes.
So he's no joke, and I believe an Australian wood chopping champion. So he understands what it is to perform at the highest level of a sport. And, I think we're really blessed that young men like that are turning their attention to arm wrestling when they've got opportunities in any number of sports. So it's great to see. So he's a formidable young man, and
he knows what he's doing. Yeah,
bright future in the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So go on, you go.
No, my bad. Now I was like researching because I was curious like what ballpark is. I've seen his AWE match with Brett Couch on his left.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've seen him do over the top. So you already know by looking at those, very strong. And very surprised with Brett that he could actually top roll him and have him sitting there. Which is very impressive. Which taught me if I'm going to verse him in nationals, I'm going to have to not try to top roll as I'm switching. I have to probably stick to my normal hook and keep my cup because his top roll was very dangerous.
Absolutely. We've got a couple of your matches here from the Titans tournament. Let me just bring them up here. So that's you versus Grant Law on the left, getting a nice quick pin there. We've got the
That was
Viking
almost
Tim
elder
Graham.
abuse.
And we got Grant versus Kiwi Sam here. So we'll move through the ranks. I do think Stephen. Well, here you go. Here's Danny again against Tim Graham. Tim with that very fast start, and you get another match here against Brandon Chan. You get the win there. We've got Kiwi Sam and Huxley there. This was the semi-final here with Tim and Stephen. Yep. And Daniel will make an appearance after this match, I believe. Stephen gets the win there. And here you are again against Kiwi Sam. So using that bicep
That was
right there.
so good.
And you
It hurts looking back again.
Yeah, it was a great effort from the bicep. You were pumped after that. But then, Tim's speed is just...
Tim is crazy.
So difficult to deal with. He's very fast off the line, and it's...
Yeah.
So that you can feel like you're so much stronger than him, but by the time you've actually engaged, you're already at the pin pad.
Yeah. He's very quick and very technical.
Yes.
I remember Couch was going up to me. I'm not trying to start stuff. He's saying, Couch was saying, that he cheated me on the grip. I don't know. He's like, he's doing this. I didn't know what he was saying because I've just 2 weeks in the sport. I didn't know, anything. He said, he had the advantage. I wouldn't know. So school Brett tell me all the start positions and whatnot.
Yeah, all this.
Even when I went to right hand, he would higher or at this, at that.
Yeah, well, the setup is critical to be able to get the position that you want and to prevent your opponent.
Yeah, that's right. Very important between as well, after just normal pulling and actual comp pulling. There's two huge difference. Big difference.
Dave, your first... sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Danny, but I was just going to ask Dave about his first tournament experience, which was, I believe, at the Real Cup in the amateur or the beginner division, which what do we call it? The novice class, I think it was
novice.
Called.
Yeah, I think we called it novice. Yes.
Yeah. I think you took out... You took out the left arm, is that right?
I took out the left arm. That's correct. Yes. Yeah. It was I peaked early in my arm wrestling competitive career, and it's just been a slippery slope since then. What happened
on the right?
I often lay awake at night in the wee hours and just go over that tournament in my mind, just reliving those glory days of my arm wrestling career, and just thinking of the 7 or 8 people that were watching and how they were feeling just watching me in that moment, seeing history being made in the sport. And it's I get a little bit choked up. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little bit emotional about those moments, but just thinking about it now, as a matter of fact, it's just taking me back. But it's but unlike Danny, Danny's got a big bright future. The trajectory of his career is like that. The trajectory of mine was more
like this. No, you can bounce it up like that, though, if you want.
Maybe that's what I mean.
Come back.
But what happened on the right arm? Because I remember the final was Big Ben and Hamza on the right. One of those two must have taken you out.
I can't even recall, to be honest with you. I mean, because the euphoria of the moment of winning on left was such that I just don't remember much else that happened on that day at all. I was ring announcer for 14 fights that night. I couldn't tell you who won any of those either. So it's just it was a big day. It was a big day. There was a lot of heat stroke as well from memory as well. Yeah,
I remember.
Not that I can remember much.
I was refereeing the matches, and they had whoever it was I was refereeing had the match, and I turned to Roman, and he said, "Who won that?" And I was like, I can't even remember who was standing at the table. It was like 3 seconds ago. It was just so many matches over and over and over, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's done. Okay, I can forget about that. And then you're like, well, what happened? You're like, God, I don't know. I've already forgotten. But Yeah, what sort of format do you have a preference for, Mr. Stockbridge? Do you like tournament stuff? Do you like the super match stuff?
Ooh, you know what I love. If there's one format that we've experimented with and I've enjoyed the most, it'll be Last Man Standing, which is that king of the table style that a lot of clubs would have. At the end of a training session, they'd have the king of the on one side of the table, and if you look back through the videos, you might find it somewhere there on the AWE YouTube channel, but. This was an hour of arm wrestling where I think there was 173 matches in 1 hour, and there was I think we started off with maybe 8 or 10 athletes, and by the end there was 6 because of injuries and exhaustion and all of that type of thing. And the person that was in the king position. The longest was declared a winner, and the person that was in the king position at the end of the hour was also a winner. So that meant that even if you weren't the strongest arm wrestler, if you just happened to time your run at the end and be that last man on the king, then you were also equally a winner. So I love that format for one reason. One, nobody else is doing it. No one else in the world is doing that. Two, it gave the athletes, it was fun for the athletes, apart from those that were severely injured and we haven't seen since. But but for everybody else, it was great fun, and there was not a lot of pressure associated with it. No one was thinking, "Oh, this is going to hurt my ranking or my next super match opportunity." They were able just to jump in and have fun. And if you got a loss, you were like, "Okay," rushing around to give it another go. And it just meant here we go. So as you can see, the setup was super quick. Harms is in the king position here. That's kind of sums up my arm wrestling career right there. That's pretty much how it looked. Ash Sharma on the table now. He's a young, sensational athlete. There we go. Yeah, he slipped out there successfully and straight back into the grip. And this was what people watching it loved, was that it was full of entertainment. There was no mucking around. There's no 11-minute setups. And the athletes had an incentive to kind of move on as well, because all of those athletes that you see walking off screen, they're keeping fresh. They're coming back. They want to get back on that. They're thinking, I can get back on that king position and give myself a go. You can see Aussie arm wrestler Jake Ward there on the mic with Hollywood Matt Connelly. So you had the commentary for that whole hour as well. Tim Graham cheating as always. I love that our AWE ref is the man most likely to cheat. I think we've got the right man behind the table most of the time. Ben Ettridge, who is one of our down refs at most of our AWE events as well. Of course, Las Bolta on the table right there, and I think Las was our winner.
He won
on
both.
that occasion. On both,
he won the most time, and then he was the last man standing.
Yeah. So terrific format, really enjoyable. Here I am again. Let's see how I go this time. I'm intrigued.
Oh, look at that! Hey,
that's a win.
There we go. This is maybe the start of something very, very special, because Ash is very skinny. He doesn't seem to have a lot. Oh, there we go. Oh well. There we go.
He slammed your hand to the pad.
He swept the leg. There was no mercy. It was.
I'm gonna see that again. Oh, where is ours before this?
Here we go.
There we go. Look at the speed of this.
He hasn't had a meal and bang. Look at him go. Yeah,
but you can see the speed of the rotation. Like, you were up just a minute ago, and now you're back again, and these matches are flying through them. I think it was a great event as well.
Yeah, and Harms is back there, and there's Sim Graham again. Cheating. Let's see. Look at him. He's just thinking, how do I cheat? I got an early start. It still wasn't enough. Got destroyed. Got destroyed by young Hamza, who really is a superstar. Ben Ettridge back. Certainly got the weight advantage here. No, makes no bloody difference. Off to the back of the line, Ben. And Lass is back. He's a wily competitor. Hang on. This isn't unlike Lass to complain to the ref.
Oh, definitely not. That's such a rare occurrence.
No, out the back of the line, Lass. Here we are, back again.
There we are. Mr. Stockbridge is back.
There we go.
Oh,
I think
it's got a false start.
A bit of an early start. I got caught. got caught. That was my only chance of winning against Hamza, by the way. There
There
we
it
go.
is.
No. So
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun, that event. And we've got a question here from Abel. Are we going to be running that again? It looks fun. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I wonder. There's a little date free on the 18th of January. Maybe
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know, Danny. How do you feel about winning big cash prize on the 18th of January? Do you think you might be recovered from nationals by then?
You'd hope so. Otherwise, I might be dead if I don't.
You heard it here first. If Danny is not dead, he will be there on the 18th of January. And I know Hollywood Matt Connelly is excited to share the news. So we will have more out there. And once the Drew finds out, the entire arm wrestling world will be aware as to what's going on. So I'm sorry, gentlemen, I've got to pop offline now. But it was an absolute joy to be with you.
Speaking to you.
As always, Hollywood Matt Connelly.
Oh, absolutely,
and Danny,
yeah.
all the very best at Nationals.
Thank you very much.
I'll be watching from afar, and wishing you all the very best.
I can't lose then.
No. Well, I'm hoping the power of my gaze will be enough to get you across the line. So, so God bless you, mate, and wishing you all the very best, and have a great time there in Melbourne.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. God bless.
Thanks so much.
See you, mate.
See you later.
All right. Yeah. So the Drew here with a comment says, "Would it be easier if you just banned this Hamza guy?" Yeah. Well, he's a fantastic arm wrestler. He just won his division, I think, on both arms in the over the top tournament.
He didn't. I remember he didn't compete on left. It was just right.
Okay. Yeah.
But he competed, I think, in a higher weight class than he was.
Yeah. Yeah. He did phenomenally well and looked very dominant the whole way through. And it was funny because.
Oh yeah.
You go.
What was that? Oh, my bad. No, it was like he spent, I think, longer on the setups than the actual matches.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure. Well, that seems to be the thing with that rule set is they're very, very strict on if it does go to referee's grip. You cannot move at all. Like if you move your shoulder forwards when you weren't supposed to or back, it's like, nah, that's a foul. Like they're very, very strict. But I think they're trying to be in line with the world standard that WAF uses, so that if people are competing here in Australia and they, if they qualify and they want to go to the worlds, they're not going to be all of a sudden out of their depth because all the rule sets are completely different. Like, oh, well, it's supposed to be the same WAF setup, but we do it differently here. It's like, no, we're trying to keep it uniform. So, yeah. Dominic Lawrence is in. Hello to you, sir. Always good to see you here. And he says that the Nationals are in Sydney. He is correct. They've said Melbourne, but it is actually Sydney. He's going to Melbourne tomorrow. That's probably why he got confused. Dominic Lawrence, how many Titans are coming to Nationals? Well, Danny will be there. Who else? We've got Sharma. We've got Grant Moore.
Salvatore.
Yep.
And then I think Sin's going.
Oh yeah, Singh. Yes,
and then Theon's going as well.
Oh, Theon as well. Okay, great. So that's like six people. So you should have a
strong team.
Yeah, for sure. That should be great. Dominic, are you competing there as well? Are you going to be there? Abel says, Hamza didn't win on left, unfortunately, but he flash pinned Jamie Barrett a total of 7 times due to fouls. Oh, there we go. Well, actually, Dominic has answered that question I said a second ago. He says that, hey, Danny, I will see you on Sunday. So keep an eye out for somebody who will come up to you at some point and say, hey, I'm Dominic from the podcast. And there you go. And he says, bring some medals back. I'm sure that Danny will be giving it his best effort. Would you be happy, like, if you went up there and got a couple of wins, a couple of stops, a couple of really good matches? Is that satisfying for you for this, or are you like, no, I'm not going to be happy unless I go and dominate?
I see it as like I have to make it to the podium. Like that's the only thing I see. That's like what I want. If I'm in the podium, I'm happy. Especially I got sick. I was like, I want to be number 1, but then I got sick, and I'm like, I'll just be happy to be in podium there. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a extraordinary feat, especially at your first attempt at national tournament.
Yeah,
So yeah, if you're able to get in that top three, that's an incredible effort,
yeah,
and especially in the super heavyweight division too.
yeah. The good thing I've like was thinking about it is that it's like all natural people too, because we all get drug test. Is what makes me like feel like a bit calm as well. If I jump into like over the top, it could be anyone. You could be taking this, like tested and regulated, so it's all on an even playing field.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd love it. We were talking about this last night about the expense of the tests, which is a frustration because we'd love to see the ability for the AAF to be able to test as many people as they would like. But the reality is, like, each test costs about $750, and so they do get a
Wow.
subsidy from the government or the testing agency, but it's still a significant portion of the entry fees goes to cover a couple of, and I think they can only do like 3 or 4 of these tests. So you've really got to sort of pick, who you're going to actually test. Maybe you're relying on inside information on somebody or whatever, or maybe you just test the winner of each division, or that sort of thing. But yeah, it would be uh, if those costs could be brought down, I think it would be even better for the competitions that do have the drug
Competition.
testing. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, Cobus Prinz from South Africa is here. He says, "Love your show, Matt." Well, thank you very much. It's great that you're here, and always a pleasure to see you. And we had some big wins for Rickard Bornman and Duvan Bornman over in South Africa on the weekend just gone. And those two young men are doing big things in the sport of arm wrestling. And yeah, we might look at wrapping it up here, Danny. We're very excited to see how you go on Saturday. I hope that you're
Yep.
feeling better and feeling 100% by then. And
Hopefully.
yeah, for sure.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, good on you, mate. Well, congratulations on your success so far, and we
Thank you very much.
can't wait to see how you go on this weekend. So keep an eye out for
Yep.
this young man, Danny Wojick, at the national tournament in Sydney. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone in the chat, and we will end the show there.